What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. On this broadcast, we are going to be continuing our series looking at crafting the ultimate 5-tool player using the 2023 rosters. Today, the team that we're discussing is the San Francisco Giants. So we're going to get into what a 5-tool player is, followed by the contact tool. Now, for those that may not know, the 5-tool player encompasses 5 different skills, and it is listed out as contact, power, speed, arm, and fielding. So in order for us to create the ultimate 5-tool player, we have to put together 5 players to equal out this tool set. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make it 5 individual players and not double up on any one specific player. So with that in mind, we're going to begin with contact. Now, as we begin looking at the contact tool, right now the best hitter in terms of batting average on the San Francisco Giants is Thairo Estrada. When you look at what this player does, his entire game is predicated on putting bat to the ball. I think that there's a lot to like about his approach. He's not going for that home run, all or nothing type of approach. This is a guy who's trying to make contact, trying to put the ball in play, and by doing so, he's giving the Giants their best opportunity to be able to do what they need to do, which is get on base ahead of some of their more potent bats in the lineup. So when it comes to a guy like Thairo Estrada, who's typically hitting it towards the bottom of the order for the San Francisco Giants, this is a guy who absolutely is trying to put the bat to the ball, get himself on base, and be able to do some more damage from there. Now, as we get into the power tool, it is Joc Pederson. Joc is a potent left-handed bat in a very not hitter-friendly stadium and ballpark out there in San Francisco at Oracle Park. This is a team that is very much in need of a guy like Joc Pederson. I think that for the Giants, being able to put a guy like Joc, who very much is loving being a part of the San Francisco Giants, in the middle of your order is really that power presence, that threat to be able to go deep. When you need that 3-run home run, Joc is the guy that you're looking for in terms of the San Francisco Giants. Now, when it comes to the speed tool, David Villar is the player that we are naming. Now, there are technically a better speed threat in Thairo Estrada, but as we've already used him as the contact tool, David Villar is the next man up. I think that when you look at the sprint speed numbers for the San Francisco Giants, there's not a ton of speed to speak of. So that's why Villar kind of finds himself by default put into this position. But I also think that the way that he runs the bases is extremely well. He's aggressive on the base pass when necessary. This is a very good base runner in my opinion, and for the Giants, it's someone that is going to fall in line with those higher sprint speed numbers on the team. Now, when it comes to the arm tool, the guy that stands out is Mike Yastrzemski. This is a player who absolutely has the ability to be one of the better, more underrated players in Major League Baseball. And I think that when you put his defensive ability against others in the outfield, there's an opportunity for him to really be able to stand out. When you look at his arm strength numbers, according to StatCast, this is one of the better arms in the San Francisco Giants organization, and thus he is the selection for the arm tool. Now, obviously, rounding out with the fielding tool, there's no one better on the Giants at fielding their position than Brandon Crawford. This has been one of the best defenders in Major League Baseball for the last decade. This is a player you absolutely can count on and rely on to be able to not just make the average routine play, you know that that's in the bank, but also be able to give you some range, some depth, and give you that nice pirouette and that accurate throw over to first base. This has been one of the best defenders, like I said, for a very, very long time in Major League Baseball, and there's no doubt about it. When you look to the San Francisco Giants, Brandon Crawford is the guy who we're placing as the fielding tool. But I want to hear from you. Let me know, Giants fans, how are you feeling about your team in 2023? How would you craft your ultimate 5-tool player using your 2023 roster? Is it like I have crafted here, or is it a different list altogether. Let me know that down in the comments, or find me over on Twitter at @banter_baseball, and we can keep the conversation rolling. As always, find us more on our other social media outlets on Instagram and TikTok at Baseball Banter Broadcast. And beyond that, you can always find us writing new articles daily, like the one that corresponds to this very video, on laracuenteledger.com. And beyond that, if you want to show support for us here as we continue to try to build and grow, you can do so by heading over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com, in which we have a ton of promo codes you can use to save on Banter merchandise, to be able to represent the channel and to be able to rep us even better. Help us grow in this YouTube channel by hitting that subscribe button and the bell for post notifications if you haven't already. Each and every day, we are posting new content daily. Every single day we're posting new content, so make sure you keep it locked in as we continue to try to build and grow this baseball community, this baseball family here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast. So I will catch you on the next broadcast when we banter about baseball. Peace.